Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 80 of Rapid Fate Online, and this one's titled Deflated. Walking down off the platform with Butterfly, you stopped beside him as he waited a second. Which house is it in? You asked him. I don't know, he replied. I was so passionate about getting up here that I forgot to ask Spear for further directions. You giggled beside him. Well, we can't just go knocking on doors randomly. Do you have any other clues? If BB are still in operation, then they'll still be bringing people up onto this level, Butterfly said, looking around. The level, as far as you could see, was void of life, and you looked all the way around before looking back at Butterfly. So, do we just chill here until some people come past, then follow them? You grinned stupidly at him. He shook his head, too much into the mission to be picking up on your jokes. No, and if we start snooping around the level and get seen, then it will blow our cover. We almost need someone on the inside. I'd offer, but they can clearly see that I've got experience by my outfit, and when they slave me, they'll see all my stats because we'll be joined, you said. Would you be willing to go undercover if you had a new headset that made you look like a new character? He asked. You're actually thinking of sending me in? You asked with surprise. I was kind of joking, but I'll do it if you want me to. Well, it would be good to have someone on the inside, and you can fight so you'd be able to defend yourself. Well, what if we both went undercover? You asked. I don't know where we're going to get 2 new headsets, and I don't have the money to buy new ones, he replied. We can ask around, you said, and if we can't find 2 new headsets, then we'll just come up with another plan. Okay, he nodded. You smiled and took his hand. This will be an adventure. Back to the platform you led him, and called to be transported back to level 36, your honeymoon level. We still have time to chill at our honeymoon suite for another day, you said, then we can get to work. The next day at school, you sat with Tamaki for lunch, alongside your bestie and Mirio. So what's been happening in RFO? Your best friend asked you. I haven't been back in for a while because of the part-time job. Oh, you said excitedly. Tamaki and I are gearing up for a mission. Click, click, click to full speed, Mirio announced loudly with a grin, and your bestie shook her head. What's the mission? Your best friend asked. It's about that slave ship that you told me about, you said to her after swallowing a mouthful of food. We're trying to get to the bottom of the slave contractor mess thingy, but we're kind of stuck on stage 2 of the mission. You didn't get very far, did you? Your best friend teased. I'd like to see you try and find 2 brand new headsets with blank characters on them for Tamaki and I to use for the undercover aspect of the mission, you replied sassily. I bet, she replied. When do you need them by? How are you going to find 2 new headsets just like that? You asked with a surprised look at her confidence. Excuse me, I don't ask you how to brush your teeth, so mind your damn business and I'll see what I can do. You're amazing, you grinned at her. Can someone tell me what's going on? I've been sleeping with the lights off and both eyes shut, Mirio said with a chuckle. Isn't that how everyone sleeps? Tamaki asked curiously. He means he's completely in the dark and has no idea what we're talking about with this mission, you said to your boyfriend. Oh, he looked from you to Mirio. There's a slave ship that went down just near our honeymoon villa, and Yin says that Bestie here told her it could have been a slave ship that's gone missing. Turns out that it is, and there's been some underhanded work going on, which I want to stop. A true hero, Mirio said with a grin. See, you're amazing, Suneater. Tamaki blushed and looked down with a soft smile on his face. And we need to become slaves to follow the process and find out who the top person is so we can take them out, you said proudly. Hey, well if y'all are going to throw hands then I'm in. Where do I sign up? Your best friend interjected. Don't you have work most nights now? You asked her. I can help on the weekends, she replied with a shrug. A casual help. My fox is pretty strong now, and I just got a bear cub. Aw, cute, you replied. Well, I'll let you know if we need some extra help, which we might once we figure out who to target, so I'll keep you posted. Aight, she replied, biting into another piece of food. In the meantime, Tamaki and I will lay low and just wait for the headsets, you said, looking at him. We need to do a little study anyway, because Lord knows my marks are crap, you sung. Aren't all of ours crap? Bestie asked. I barely passed the last exam. Same, Hey! You slapped her hand in a high five. What about you boys? You asked Mirio and Tamaki. I did okay, Tamaki said softly. I didn't do very well either, Mirio replied with a grin. Better luck next time. You chuckled while Tamaki replied him, but your friend had fallen strangely quiet. You looked across at her and she was staring into her lunchbox with a sad look on her face. Hey, you called softly to her. She looked up at you. You okay? She blinked at you for a second, and then grinned. I'm good. You studied her face and shook your head. We'll talk later, you said to her, before turning back to say something to Mirio. After school, you told Tamaki to head home, promising you'd be over in a minute, and then you waited for your best friend to reach the school gates so you could talk privately with her. What's poppin'? She said with a grin as she approached you. Okay, level with me, you said sternly. What's up? You looked really upset before. She hung her head and closed her eyes, her nose crinkling up a little bit as she tried to hold it all in. I have to leave. My family's moving overseas. Oh no! Stay tuned for chapter 81 to find out what's going to happen.